You know, we're at a point right now. We're at a point where whenever we talk about Jonah, a VeggieTales movie, it's always the fact that this is the film that led Big Idea to bankruptcy and Phil leaving the company or being kicked out. And while, yes, that is true, I think because of that, we forget, I feel like we forget just how fantastic of a movie Jonah is. This is what I would consider Big Idea's magnum opus. It's the film that just kicks everything to the highest it can go. The animation just has that, has so much more detail. The score feels much more grander and cinematicer, even compared to the other ones, Larry Boy and the Rumor Weed. This is just another complete package for VeggieTales. Okay, should we talk about the production first or the cast or other things? I say let's kind of go a bit into the production first. Alright, so the first conception of Jonah started all the way back in 1998 when Phil and Mike thought about doing a 45-minute special that was originally going to be a retelling of Noah's Ark. But because of the animals that was in there, they decided to instead tackle Jonah. So they'd written the script and did some concepting back in '99, but then they had to put the film on a hiatus because they didn't have enough people to work on it. So by the next year, they started making Jonah. And I'm not going to get too much into it. I'm not going to get too much in depth into the production. Media Mementos already did. He already did a great video tackling Jonah, so check that out. Let's talk about the cast. All right, so all the veggie characters are here, and they give off some really great performances. I watched this movie so much as a kid, and during this latest rewatch, I just found myself both singing along to the songs and just quoting so many lines because I know this movie by heart. It's so hard to not want to sing or quote whenever you're watching Jonah. That's like people quoting Spider-Man 3 or Revenge of the Sith. I'd say Jonah's up there too. All the new songs they have there are just such bops. I just love them. And I just found myself just kind of moving my hips and just, I don't know, just words can't describe it. While yes, it is really sad that Jonah is the film that kind of put Big Idea in its worst position and led the company to just go out of business, you know what? I think that reminds me of something else. Hold on. Jonah, a VeggieTales movie, shares a kind of similarity to Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Both are the first time these franchises have gone to the big screen. Both have had kind of turbulent production histories, and both kind of changed the franchise for the future. What's the difference here? Jonah was not widely hated by anyone. Jonah was a great movie. Thomas and the Magic Railroad's all right. But it did make some of the worst decisions, by taking away most of the realism and adding in magic stuff. Jonah, however, did not alienate away from the VeggieTales audience. It kept the same kind of aesthetic, and it did not, and it didn't take away from any of the charm that the older episodes of VeggieTales did. And while I wouldn't consider this like, I think this is my second favorite. My second favorite thing from VeggieTales. I think my first. I do know my first is the Star of Christmas, but still, this is without a doubt, big ideas, magnum opus.